This phone is a deceiver. It tells me I'm live, shows me everything as if I'm live to my face, but then there is no stream. It happened yesterday when it died. It happened now when I tried to start one. I just gotta see someone come in at least. Vi ska prata svenska är tanken. It's a Swedish focused stream, but I want everyone to feel included. It's windy. Do we have a stream? It's like it's so hard. Okay, yes, now we have a stream. Now I see some guys here. Jag ser några av er här. I started the stream and my phone deceived me into thinking I was live, but I wasn't. We're gonna do Swedish stream. Swedish, there's an exception today. You may speak Swedish and have me respond in Swedish. And all the other people, I'm gonna teach you some Swedish. I'll talk to you about whatever, but I will teach you some Swedish. So I guess I'll pull you closer as I put up my wrist because I am going to train. I want you to hear me. It's so windy. Det blåser mycket. It's blowing a lot. It is windy. But we don't say, for the most part, that it is windy. We say that it winds. Det blåser. Så jag, I, heter, names, Theo. Jag heter Theo. My name is Theo, but we say it like I name Theo. It's not quite that, it's a own word because namn is name in Swedish, but that's how we say it. I'm heard. I'm heard as Theo. I listen to Theo. Jag heter Theo. Du heter. Jag heter. Vad heter du? What's your name? All messages. Someone liked. Tack så mycket för det. Tummen upp. Thumbs up. Tummen upp. Everyone is gonna leave this stream more Swedish. Nu är det några här. Some people are here. It's so windy, unfortunately. I hope you hear me okay. I tried to find this mic I put here. I couldn't find it. Yo Theo. Hej Jonathan Gustafsson. Vi har en svensk stream idag. Du är tillåten att prata svenska idag. Och jag kommer svara på svenska. Så kommer jag göra mitt bästa för att inkludera. I'm gonna do my best to include everyone. But I'm going to give the Swedes Swedish attention today. And teach you other guys, whatever. Så har du något du undrar på svenska, Jonathan? Jag gjorde en video på min svenska kanal idag, Osunt förnuft. Som heter, vad heter det? Svenska män är mjuka och svaga. Jag vet inte, något hårt om hur mjuka svenska män är. Och de kommer bli väldigt triggade av det. Underbart! Sounds wonderful. Do you see that? Wonder, under, full, bart. Underbart. Wonderful. Kul att en svensk är här. Den första som kom in. Swedish guy, the first one to speak on this stream. Har du något annat du undrar? Något annat du vill jag ska hålla låda om? Om Sverige kanske? Inte bara svenska utan Sverige. Det går ju. Come on guys, it's like, I don't know, I guess some people, they never interact when they watch a stream. I was like, it's so fucking boring. It's like, just talk. Just talk. Sorry if it's windy in the mic, but I can't do much about that unfortunately. Förlåt om det är blåsigt. Herregud. Pappa, kan du stänga av vinden lite? Eller jag försöker prata med folket här. Fader. Hjälp din son. Herregud is like, oh my god, Lord God. Herregud. ring. Ring, still a ring in Swedish. We don't really have that r. We have the hard ring, ring. I guess you could say RR is even harder than the American hard R. Ska fundera, säger Jonathan Gustafsson. Håller definitivt med om att svenska män är för veka. Räknar in mig själv i statistiken av veka män, men jag försöker att bli bättre. Så du ser bror, så fort du ens tar det ansvaret gör dig mindre vek än många. Förstår du? Såklart, det finns en gräns som man bara sitter och åh jag är så himla svag, jag borde. Om du bara sitter och ältar det, då är det som att du låtsas ta ansvar. Men om du bara säger det så här, nej men jag tycker att jag kunde göra bättre. Jag tillhör de svenska männen och deras svaghet liksom. Så fort du säger det och du inte är en försvarsmekanism, att du tjatar om det liksom, då betyder det att du är starkare än många redan. Så bra, ansvarsfull. Jonathan, a responsible Swedish man. Okay. Jajva, ja. Hi. Hey. Say hi in Swedish is hey, like hey. But we spell it with a J at the end. Our J isn't j, it's just here. Hey. So hey, Jajva, ja. You can ask about anything, even if it's not, yeah, but you write it with a J at the end. Okay, hey, with a J. Yes, that's perfectly right. Väldigt bra. Very good. Väldigt bra. Good, bra, väldigt, very. So you may ask about anything. It doesn't have to be about Swedish. It's just the point that on this particular stream, I will speak Swedish if, I will speak Swedish with the Swedes. I will teach everyone else some Swedish, but you can ask about everything. It's just a stream. Like any. Why do I feel confused about all of this? It's like this feels like something is wrong with the rings. I don't know why I'm so bad with the rings today. I have good routine on it. It's like, I just felt confused for whatever reason. Someone else said something. One ring at a time. Is it wrong? I hate that. I can't have it like that. I'm gonna have to fix it. Uncommon sense. Did you ever use weed? I did. Do you have any specific questions about that? Because I did. It was one. The like apart from the most normie stuff, like imagine tobacco and alcohol, and just eating shit and neglecting yourself when it comes to sleep and exercise. Those would be the most normie kinds of things, right? Especially in Sweden. Apart from that, a bit less normie, but still quite normie, right? Was weed, yeah. And you ask something specific about it because I have many things to say about it. I probably do a video on weed at some point. Like a video when I'm on weed. Now we're talking about it. Jonathan Gustafsson, så sant Theo. Det är lätt att hamna i fällan av falsk ödmjukhet där man tror att misär och självömkan är ett substitut för handling. Jobbar på det. Yes, men alltså kolla, jag menar att det är inte så jag uppfattar dig. Jag vet ju inte liksom. Men hela din ton, att du ens säger det på det sättet du säger det. Och det du säger nu följer upp det nästan så här, chilla mannen, du gör nog bättre än de flesta. Du påminner mig om min mamma, om självömkan, du låtsas att det är ödmjukhet. Och det är så bara, jag vet att du har dåligt samvete för det som gick fel. Kan du skita i det, för jag har förlåtit dig. Så kan vi prata om nu istället, vad vi kan göra bättre nu. Ta fucking ansvar istället för att låtsas göra det. Ja. Says half of people are probably on weed. Half of people, just everywhere. I mean, I think it's very different. Here, I would say that it's somewhat, between my generation and younger, is probably quite like socially acceptable, even though it's illegal. But you know, get a little older, go to the like wrong or right circles, depending on how you look at that. But yeah, people, it's not very accepted. I don't think it's half people that do it here. Maybe half people have tried it here, like ever tried it once. But no, it's not super common, but it's not uncommon. So, come on. Can I do this right? Kan jag göra det rätt? Right. Right. In Swedish, rätt. Gör det som är rätt. Do what is right. Fel. Wrong. Fel. So talk more. There are people here. There are people here like talk. For God's sake. Prata. Otherwise I'll just train. I will anyway. What am I doing that I don't usually do? I'm not figuring it out. What I usually do is this. I'm not quite sure. I'm thinking twice about it. Maybe that was the issue. I thought twice about it. I thought too much about it. Yeah, we take them high first. Okay. Rätt, the way you spelled it, it's pronounced right. But in Swedish we have these three extra letters. So å, there's like an A with a circle above. It looks exactly like an A with a circle above. Å. And we have ä. That's an A with two dots above. Ä. And then we have ö. That's an O with two dots above. So we also we call it fast and slow. How do you say that? Vocals? You don't say that? Vowels. Fast and slow vowels. So ä, it could be e or ä. And what decides if it's fast or not is if it's just one consonant behind. If we would put R-Ä-T, it would be rät. But if we put R-Ä-T-T, now it's rätt. So you spelled it phonetically right, but rätt. R-Ä-T-T. My thoughts on reverse grip lat pull down. That's interesting. That's a very specific exercise. Some kids waving to me. You see me on camera, I guess. Yeah, well, the reverse grip lat pull down, I think it's good. I think I've always preferred that one before a regular lat pull down, just in general. I feel stronger. I do feel like I get more lats if I don't go too heavy and pull too close to my chest like this. You gotta pull a little bit in front of you if the lats are what you're focusing on. But it's actually pretty good biceps compound when you do it more of a straight pull down. But that's also gonna activate more upper back than lats then. So that's what I think about it. I've always liked it way more. I discovered that early. You give me like flashbacks to when I started going to the gym, like a physical gym. I started training at home first. But so 6.5 years ago now, I found that, yeah, I prefer the reverse grip last pull down. Crazy weight, advice for approaching women and people in general. Red flags. Well, approach them. Just approach them. You know, that's the thing. What a lot of people do wrong with approaching people and women and people in general is that, well, first of all, of course, are all insecure and in their head, but that's the thing. Everyone is like that these days. So that's like, okay. But the mistake, especially with women, is that you're approaching the woman because you're trying to get something from her, right? That is in mind. Like, oh, she is pretty. I would like to get her phone number because I would like to have a date because I'm looking to have sex with someone. You know, she will sense that. She will sense that no matter how like charismatic you are or whatever. And if she doesn't sense that, it's because her insecurity mirrors yours. So, point being is that if you can approach someone and that being literally all you do, you approach them to say, hey, what's up? No, I'm just seeing what you're doing there. Like, how's it going? Oh, that's a pretty shirt. Whatever, you know. When you make, especially women, feel like you approached, you went forward, but you didn't necessarily ooze that you're trying to make something specific happen other than saying hi, hello, how are you? So that's it. Recognize red flags. It's like it's too big. Recognize red flags. It's like, does she do something that you don't consider right? Does she seem to stand for something, whether it's personal with her or her worldview about other things that you don't deem to be right? That's always a red flag. But does she listen to you and follow along with you in the end? Okay, the green flag. There are many people here. Can you like and fucking talk in the chat? Am I like intimidating? I don't understand, you know. I feel people are so afraid to talk to me, even though I talk so much and ask people to talk all the time. Do I have to sound more nice and sweet? Oh, guys, I feel lonely here. Can you please talk a little in the chat? I talk so much all the time. I would really appreciate it if someone would say something, okay? Gud är nådig. Prata gärna. Snacka lite. Ja. I'm gonna call you ja. Now. People are shy these days. Yeah, people are fucking introverted nerds that just sit and have fake social contact by watching me do stuff and talk. You're like getting a sort of social stimulus while not doing shit yourself. You're just sitting there receiving like a little baby. That's what a baby does. You know, they sit there in their little like, you know, baby chair and like just take in impressions. Are you an adult or a baby? Like, what do you do? Like and speak. I have a couple of guys speaking here. Tack så mycket. Thank you so much. Tack så mycket. Theo, Jonathan Gustafsson, he keeps being like respectful, even though I told him that you may speak Swedish today. But okay, I'll do it in English when you write in English. Theo, do you think there is value in prioritizing weak positions? I'm usually stronger with a supinated grip on things like pull-ups, but some people, like Alex Leonidas, argue that when you bring up the weak point, the strong point will get stronger with it. Have any experience with that? I'm gonna answer that. But Chef Shesh, hi legend, hi man. You were the one that you're like my disciple or something. You're gonna follow the Taoism, right? If I recall correctly. So, yeah, weak points, absolutely, man. On different levels, and I've discovered this without Alex Leonidas. While I think he has great information, and he's a legend. Speaking of legends, you know. But absolutely, very often, I often recommend if you plateau on an exercise, why don't you change it for a variation of the exercise, even weak point or not, just something that is similar but a bit different, so it emphasizes something different. It will always have some kind of good carryover to the other thing. So especially if you recognize weak points like that, 100%, it's going to help. But yeah, even just switching up variations, regardless of it's between weak point and strong point, if you see what I mean. No, but then also it's the same thing with injury prevention. If there are, you know, there are many things that old school, like shitty fitness advice says you shouldn't do that, as if it's like inherently bad. Like, oh, don't let your back round. Oh, don't let your knees drift out over your toes. Don't, what's the more? There's one more I'm thinking of. Well, maybe go really deep on dips, for instance. And all of these things are like, yeah, those are weakened positions. They are like positions where you might have to be careful, but then lowering the weight and getting strong in those positions is what actually bulletproofs you at all times. It's like, so yeah, man, that's my view. Strengthen those weak points. I've done a lot of that. When you find an exercise that's extra difficult for you, it's like, perfect. I have room to grow here. I'm gonna start training soon. I put up the rings. It just took 20 minutes. Chef Chess, how is Jacked and Stacked GigaChat doing today? Yes, I'm your disciple. Well, I am doing well, my dear disciple. How are you? I wish you had a better avatar, you know. It's like, it's not even a real name. It looks like you just did this on the keyboard. You probably literally did. And you have a little S as that, as your face. Yeah, says, your thoughts on retard vaccine? Like, people have asked me this before. I haven't looked into that. It's like just doing stupid shit and not giving a shit. I mean, I guess I retard vax in one sense that I'm going full artard right now. It's a word, you know, I'm not against the word, but I know it's a word you should be careful to speak just for, you know, violating terms on a platform. But artard maxing, I mean, I guess I do it to the degree that I'm not giving a shit anymore. I just let go. I'm just fully and completely Theo, and you see how it energizes me. Like that, I don't give a shit. Like I have stuff like that in mind. Like, okay, I don't want to get banned from a platform, but other than strategy, I'll just express myself the way I feel like. So that's something. There were some funny questions. I'm gonna get back to you guys. We're gonna do some pull-ups. I'm gonna do some different variations of ring pull-ups. I'll start with a regular ring pull-up. Everything now, I'm in maintenance mode now, so everything is about stimulating. Since I don't have any extra weight, going very, very strict with rings is my way of making it like more difficult. And I'm not looking to train for progress now. I'm just telling all my muscles, hey, I use you, I need you, stick around. So I apologize beforehand if this freaking thing is gonna fall. Maybe I put it a little lower. Because the wind is terrible. Okay, wish me luck, or you know, I don't need luck, but you see what I mean. Wind. Want to go on the other side. Let's go a little wider. I'm so weak now compared to usually. I eat too little, sleep too little, but I slept okay these last few days, but eating enough is hard. And also, I get the protein in, don't get the carbs. Tanias Miller, you is not Jesus Christ. No, well, I mean, who told you that? Who told you that I'm Jesus Christ? Who are you arguing with? Tanias Miller. Why? Another awesome stream. Another awesome entrance by my man. Det är meningen att jag ska prata mer svenska. Jag är så trött. Är jag trött? Am I tired? I don't feel tired, but that's what slipped out. Let me just take a few sips. So let's see. Chef says, when TikTok gets a hold of you, they will make Chad Funk edits of you. I'm dream for the day, man. I'm looking forward to it. I deserve it. Give me my fucking funk memes. You know I love funk. It's like it was made for me. dark and groovy, just like me. Jonathan Gustafsson hates that kind of dogmatism, and I know he meant with like, never let your knees drift out over your toes. That kind of dogmatism. Klaus, hjälper det att be till Odin innan man drar till gymmet? Ja, om du är genuin med det. Om du inte bara säger det på låtsas liksom. Om du verkligen är så här, allfader Odin, ge mig styrka att pusha dagens pass till längre längder än någonsin förr. Något i den stilen. Det där kan se fel ut, men ja, man får ta det rätt, vad jag egentligen menar. Be till Odin, pray to Odin, that will give you extra strength for the gym. Chef, do you think it's better to have no friends than having hedonist, depressed, loser friends? Depends, man. Are they actually your friends? Are they actually your friends? Or are they just the people you've ended up with that are codependent in their shit lifestyle? Or are they actually friends? I always say this, because I don't want to encourage anyone to be too independent. Like, I made a mistake. I finally feel I am way more connected with people. But you might have to need to have a hermit mode periods, monk mode. It's so windy, I'm so sorry about this. But the point is, it's better to be strong alone than, weakened by the wrong people. But stronger together is better in the end. That's Chef says, let go, let God, quote Theo. Well, I was definitely not the one to say that. Chef says, thank you for telling everyone to like the stream. Jonathan Gustafsson, I predict Elsie Chinnot. Not today, actually. Not today, but it's not a bad prediction. I have two other things in mind. Chef says, what gender is more fallen in your opinion, or are both genders equally fallen / hedonistic and depressed? I guess it's an interesting question. I never want to blame women. You're just talking who's most fallen. I think that's kind of the woman's job. So the man is more fallen if he doesn't admit that hey, it's up to me to take responsibility first. So in the end, I guess both are fallen. It's just that it's up to men to realize that, well, it's never going to be the women that do the right thing first. I'm going to have to do it. Is that a decent answer to that? Jonathan Gustafsson, I was wrong. Well, it was a good prediction. I'm so interested to hear a follow-up about the person telling me I'm not Jesus Christ. When people tell you stuff that you never even use the words, it says it all about where they're coming from. Like in this case, having doubt in their weak Christianity. And I'm not saying that Christianity is weak. I'm saying that this person's Christianity is weak. Why, my guy? The chef says he is not Jesus, he's better, alive and jacked. Yeah, I mean better than Jesus, I don't know. But I am alive and jacked, that's true. He's alive, not persecuted by Romans, and jacked. Jesus would be jealous of Theo. No. And I'm not jealous of Jesus either. Like, let's not go too far here. I appreciate the bombastic statements you do. But please, let's not... it's one thing when I say that Jesus was a DL, do you even lift? To poke fun and be a bit controversial like that. But I don't actually want to say anything, that I'm actually better than Jesus. Josiah Newbie, Aryan Prince returned. Return? Was there another one? Chef, you've been streaming a lot lately. It's awesome. Just good night. Yeah. Good night. Yeah, man, I've been streaming a lot, and you guys gotta send super chats if you want that to continue beyond a certain point. Because right now, I'm in work mode from the moment I wake up until I go to bed. If I have breaks, I might have breaks in between to see someone. Yeah, you're just trolling the haters. I know, man. But it's just like, do it in the right way. Now, you didn't do anything wrong. I'm saying from this point now, with what I said in mind, do it in the right way. No, but I've been streaming a lot. Oh my god, I'm really sorry if the audio is terrible because of the wind. But yeah, I've been streaming a lot because I'm work mode. I've gotten all these downloads. I had the Holy Spirit flowing through me. And it's not going to be like this always. I'm not going to have energy to do it like this always. I could, however, have like 1 or 2 regular weekly streams if I feel like they're worth it for Theo personally by getting paid through super chats. Right now I'll do it regardless. I'll be on you, like, please show that it will be worth it to do it when I don't have all this energy. But right now I'll do it anyway because I want to. It's like I feel like doing it. Today in Sweden I need to train. Like, I don't skip, I'm not like lazy with my training, but I prioritize work so much that I kind of almost have to do this sometimes for a proper workout. It's like, okay, gotta put the camera here. So I have accountability like that. Keep talking now, guys. I'm gonna do another set. I'm gonna do different variation. I'm gonna do it more difficult. Again, probably lower this so it's more steady to win. Yeah, that looks okay. Okay, we're gonna pull it closer. We're pulling closer and we're gonna do alternating. So, like this. Okay, it's like I can't do it when I don't have the rings in my hands, but you see what I mean. I messed up somehow with the setup today. I don't understand like what I did, but anyway. There we go. Keep pumping iron. I am pumping silicon, Mr. Gustavo. Silicon, not rocks. Where's the rock at, bro? Chef. Noted. By the way, have you thought about making a TikTok? I think your bombastic in your face Jack the Stack style would go viral fast. I think you should make some tier list videos. Not sure of what exactly. I feel like you'd be good at those. Fuck tier lists. So fucking boring. Doesn't really fucking matter for anything. It's just cheap dopamine. How I feel watching all this stuff being ranked, like different exercises and foods and stuff. I feel like I'm learning something, but I'm not really. I'm just watching entertainment disguised as education. It doesn't have to be like that, but that's often what it ends up being. So no thanks. About the TikTok, you make one, bro. You run it for me. You do the videos. Run it for me. We'll work something out. Like, I need help with these things, guys. I do fucking everything myself. And I'm not saying you must help me for free. But there are different degrees of trade-off in relationships. So it all depends. If someone would be nice, like, man, I've watched Theo for a long time. I like the value I'm getting. I'll do this for him. Awesome. If someone says, hey, Theo, I can give you a friendly price on editing reels and put them up on a TikTok for you. I'll be like, maybe, let's hear it out. What's the arrangement you have in mind? You see, there are many different things that can happen. Mystical Stab Artist, he does the rock and the little flex. Keep talking, guys. Prata! Det blev inte mycket till svensk stream det här inte. En svensk ström skulle det vara. But there's just not so much Swedish. Prata, guys, jag orkar inte. Please, just talk. Do you know what I feel like? My audience often kind of forces the thing I've been talking about in some videos, just abandonment, Well, You don't appreciate the streams enough. You don't talk on the streams. It's like I'm just supposed to be here just because I like it. No, I don't like it if I don't get enough of a response on them. Nope, I don't. I'll have to abandon you guys. Do you think I want that? Do you think that's my deepest wish? Oh, I can't wait to abandon the guys. Of course not. This is funny. I'm gonna tell you guys what just happened. It's really funny. Super emotional guy in my private life. I have to answer. Show I'm the bigger person. Important. Keep crushing it, brother. Wealth is health, says. I will, brother. You too. You as well. How are you doing? Any question for Big T? You take the O and put it in the trash can, mystical stab artist. You don't like that letter? Why? O. O. How else should I spell that? O. There are people here. No, but let me do the next set, and then I have a pretty funny thing to tell about the guy that's super triggered by me in real life. Oh, shocker, right? Someone was triggered by Theo. I have to rest a little bit. I'm not too strong right now. I have 0 glycogen in my muscles. Super flat. Give it a little bit rest. Mystical stab artist. Never been to Finland. Maybe you don't get the reference about putting the O there. Yeah, well, okay, I understand. They have the ä and the ö, but not the O. That's true. That is true. I want to tell you about the guy. It's such a funny story. I mean, it's not super funny, but it is a funny point, especially if you're someone that follows me and see how people are triggered by me sometimes. It's very much in real life. Guy being like an emotional woman, you know. It's very interesting. It's mostly that get like angry triggered. Those guys are mostly like women, you know. But then guys that like it's from their a woman, the mother it comes to begin with. But then guys that don't really respect their father figure. You know, they had a weak father. Wow. They often, even if they seem to like me, then they can't take my masculine leadership, right, like that. Yeah, Saya, newbie, you are right. I believe the reason you have so many haters is because no one ever wants to hear their problems are their fault. Exactly, man. And of course, I notice that I trigger people no matter how nice I am, so I'll just double down instead. I'm like, let's get it over with. Let's just put the triggers in the titles and stuff. You're gonna hate on something anyway. Let's just put it out there immediately. Mystical stab artist. I'm never triggered. I'm too witty for that. Yeah, I know, man. I know, man. I'm sure you can get triggered. You have your shit too. But you're like a rock, right? That's your defense mechanism. You don't feel your emotions even. You won't even know it when you're triggered, actually. Where's the hate? Mystical stab artist says, yeah, well, not here right now. There's none now. There's none now. You know, little bitchy people in comments. If it's not something about my appearance or something, right? And that I'm insecure and that kind of shit. It's some emotional disagreement about something I said when they're trying to explain, you know, they're trying to lie to themselves through the pretense of explaining something with me. Micah, you're blowing it with that woman. Well, go fuck yourself, man. I didn't ask for your opinion. We'll do the last set with the pull-ups. So we're gonna do archer pull-ups. We have to do one side at a time. Like, yeah, you have to on them, but even more so. short rest before the other side. Micah says you want to help people who won't accept help from others. I won't accept your fucking overbearing mother so-called help, you know. Shut up. You don't know the situation at all. If I asked for your help, I'd be happy to listen. Shut up. I didn't ask. You know, I can ban you if I want to. I'll rather see you act right now. This is what I mean with the guys that don't respect masculinity. Well, I'm gonna teach you something now, Theo, even though you clearly in that video asked for no unsolicited advice. And I always tell you when I want to hear from you. I always say, let me know, let me know. But of course, you're gonna be the one that knows best. Hello, Miyahi. Take some orange juice with extra electrolytes, then do the other arm, other side. Mike, bro, my dick works and I'm older than you. Open your ears. Hey, you shut up or apologize or I will ban you. Do you understand? I don't give a shit that you're older than me and have a dick, okay? Good for you. Why are you here being a little bitch then? Huh? See how triggered you are right now? Because you feel inferior and you gotta fix something into you. It's like that's a difficult situation, man, with a woman. I know what I'm doing and I'm ready to lose her. Get the fucking shit out of your ears. Don't go like snooping where it doesn't belong, okay? Shut up, apologize, or get banned, okay? Do you have anything more to say, Micah? Do you have any more smart things to say, hurtful things about my girl? Do you want to say anything more? Do you want to show everyone how smart you are before I kick you out of here? King of the castle. I have a friend who was raised, pampered and soft. Many of those. He doesn't go to the gym if it isn't with me. He doesn't have emotional or physical strength. A feminine boy still. How do I instill masculinity in him? So it's not for certain that you can do that. And it depends on the dynamic. Your example is the most you can do. You can understand in what kind of ways he feels supported. You know, does he feel supported by a push or more gentle advice? Can you, like, what's the best way to give him advice? Again, push or gentle? He sounds like he's weak, like you say. The thing is, if you want to do something directly, you can't, even if you're soft in your tone, you have to be honest. You can't lie to him, like people have already lied to him. You have to say, hey man, it's like, you know, I love you, but the way things currently are, it's just not good for you, you know. I'm sorry. It's like, I don't like to be the one to push advice on someone, but I also cannot keep quiet. It would be selfish of me, because it's easier to not say something than to say harsh truth. But then what I get to, because there are so many different potential dynamics, right? I can't go through everyone, but if he doesn't change and you feel unhappy enough about the relationship, like it's pulling you down somehow, at least energy-wise, you have to distance yourself. Just like I talk now, I might have to abandon, right? So that's it, man. Be patient, even patient enough to fucking leave and let him come around if it was meant to be, if that's what it comes to. Yeah, he says again, he keeps going about his friend. He keeps going on about David Goggins clips and lives in delusion. send him my stuff. SD training. Svensk. Kor du bor. Uttryck dig ordentligt. Mystical Stab Artist. Sex is gay. Miyahi. Who is Micah? Has he been a long time follower? No, he just didn't show any kind of respect whatsoever. He came like an emotional woman, overbearing mother, forcing his advice that I specifically asked in the video he was talking about, that I don't want it. Then he tries to play it off that, oh, you help others, but you don't want advice. It's like, or help yourself. It's like, yeah, I asked, let me know. Tell me, guys. I asked when I want it, and I told you to shut the fuck up. And then he wants to say that he's older than me, has a dick. Clearly very threatened by me, needed to fix something, know about something. And I'm in a certain mood right now. You can see I let some anger come out. Like, I get angry, but I'm in control. So I just, like, he was acting like a bitch. He didn't listen when I, like, asked. I mean, I guess I cursed first, but it's like, because I was so clear. It's like, I don't want your fucking advice about this. Shut the fuck up, or I'll kick you out of here. So that's why, if you think I had such a strong reaction. Yeah. King of the Castle. Thanks, Theo. I'll send him some video of yours that I think won't trigger him too much to click off. Micah, are you gonna argue like a woman? Shut the fuck up now. It's like, I'm giving you more chances because the king is patient. But, like, go get out of here if you can't behave yourself. Okay, we're done with the pull-ups. Dips next. With the dips, I think I don't do any variations. It's just 2 or 3 sets of ring dips. Är du svensk? Var bor du, kompis? Vilken by? Vilken by jag bor i? Så det är en Norwegian guy. Jag bor i Stockholm, så det är inte riktigt en by. Men ni säger väl också stad, antar jag. Jag bor i Stockholm, men jag bor i ett litet område som är lite avskilt, så jag bor inte mitt bland alla bilar och gråa byggnader liksom. Var bor du själv? Hey, Luke Conger, arm wrestling. You get angry when you need control. If you're going to share your opinion, you need to be willing to hear a position without getting emotional. Jesus was humble and meek. Well, I'm humble to even let this guy be around. It's like, shut up. Like, don't pretend. You guys always do this. Like as if Jesus didn't get angry and flip tables. You stop. I am in control. I just let, you see, I am like a child because I've healed so much that I can let my emotions come and go, okay? So when I notice that he overstepped a clear boundary that I've already put, and he knows that if he actually saw that video he was commenting on, so I don't need to be like, oh please no, please don't talk to me. I need to be willing to hear the opposition. Well, I had no choice whether I was willing or not. I had no choice now, and I did hear it, okay? And I always ask for input when I want it, and I don't when I have my YouTube channel. And I say what the rules are. I don't have to listen to any fucking bullshit, okay? Stop pretending that you're the humble one with that. I'm humble enough to let myself be angry here, right? And have people misunderstand me, but I know that I did what I did from the right place, okay? So chill. It says arm wrestling. What about the money changers in the temple? Okay, I see what you're saying. Make me say wow. He says wow. You're welcome. I did what your name asked. Like the stream if you haven't, guys. Let's calm down. I mean, I needed to get angry for a bit, but I don't want to stay like that, of course. Now you guys gotta be nice. You see, it's a lot of pressure for Theo with all the fucking people that put their nose where it doesn't belong all the time. SD training, let's smoke a blunt, goddammit. Yeah, metaphorical blunt, okay? Okay. Okay. Mystical stab artist. And he was that angry about money changers ripping people off a little bit. Imagine his fury at the central banking fiat currency. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what little coward people think that, oh, you shouldn't be angry, Theo. You shouldn't put your foot down, Theo. You should just let people run you over, just like I let people run me over. Let, you know, my society fall to shreds because I'm a little coward and I disguise it as being humble. I'm not gonna say what I think about that, even. Eye of the Tiger says, good answer. Mystical Samurai is also the prophecy says in his second coming he will put people to the sword. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna fix the rings. I'm gonna, you know, it's interesting now. I don't know what I did so wrong with the rings today. Something different to how I usually put them up. I think I know. I think I see. I'm getting a little higher. Now I know how I usually do it. This is how I usually do it. Yeah. There we go. Well, people really like to do what's safe and secure and then pretend that they're being all virtuous or nice or humble about it. Watch what people do, not the words they say, okay? Okay, it sounds like you're right, but are you right? Are you acting right? Are you being right? Luke Conger arm wrestling. Paul said we need to beat our body and make it our slave. Our emotions should not be in control. The fruits of the Spirit are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, and self-control. Yeah, man, but did emotion control me now? Or do I have zero regrets about the way I just acted? Did I lose control? Or did I listen to what happened in Theo and be like, yep, it's okay. You can let the anger out here when someone is a bitch. Anger is about boundaries, okay? You like, what do you do? How are you gonna be loved? Are you, if someone attacks you with a sword, they're gonna fucking kill you with it. They're gonna be like, well, I love you. Or are you gonna fucking kill them back in defense? See, it's very different if you go around attacking people, but when you defend yourself, it's not the same thing. It's love. It's love then, okay? So don't start preaching. Like, what are you doing? You know, you sit hiding behind the screen and you're preaching, right? It's like, I don't want to be this hard to you, but it's kind of like, this is exactly what people need to hear it. You're a coward and you're preaching, pretending that you're all about peace and joy and love. But you feel inside how triggered you are by my words now, how angry you are, right? Micah, when an ex calls you to see how you are after years, it means they still love you. And you rant about masculine and feminine and learn how to love another person besides yourself. It's like, bro, do you understand how patient I am with you and your childish ramblings when you're trying to like feel better than Theo through this? I mean, I'm sure, like it always is, there's some part of you thinking that I actually need to hear what you tell me, but you don't know anything. There's nothing like after years. You don't know shit, bro. You're stupid. You understand? You make assumptions. You fill in blanks because you think you project your mistakes on me. I've made no mistake. Okay, I love this girl. I did it. I did what I did with her because I'm ready to lose her. I'm not gonna protect her from the truth of how things are anymore. I've let her run me over. I've, you know, tried to be nice. It didn't work, okay? Now I'm real. And I'm ready to lose her. I think she's gonna make the right conclusion when everything calms down. If she doesn't, God be with her. I wish her well. I love her deeply. Oh, that's unfortunate that things went that way. Nothing else has worked before, man. So maybe, just maybe, realize that you don't know everything about the person just because you watch their video and you have some failures to compare it with. You don't know everything, okay? You see that the anger that comes out in me is really, is hurt, actually. Yet again, Theo puts himself out there, all vulnerable, risking the hurt. And the little guy couldn't help himself by poking in the wound, pretending that he's being helpful when he wasn't at all, okay? Micah, you don't listen, you cannot take criticism without blowing your top. That is feminine. I listen to all your crap that I didn't ask for. I am thinking in my head, is there something to this? But no, you just proved that you don't have any idea of what you're talking about when you said that about years. You are filling in the blanks, you're making shit up. You don't listen, bro. Like everyone that tells me that I don't listen and that I don't take their perspective into account, you don't. You just fill in the blanks with your perspective. You don't listen to me. You didn't listen when I told you I don't want your unsolicited advice, and you don't listen now. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna keep being a bitch because you feel backed into a corner and you have to defend yourself like this? Or are you gonna be a man and admit, I was wrong, Theo. I shouldn't have gone there. It was not my place. Everyone knows I'm right. SD training, haha. Oh, by the way, real men always angry. Not always, but they are not afraid of being angry if that's what the situation calls for. Luke Conger arm wrestling. Jesus got mad at Pete when he tried to fight back. I don't know about that story, so. Animals, I want to start YouTube, but I'm fearful of people judging. Micah, stop interviewing me. You see, you're not, I see, I don't want you involved in this situation whatsoever. Like, stop asking me questions. Why are you asking the questions about me that when I asked you to not get involved? You bitch. Last warning. Now, I mean it literally this time. Last warning. Either shut up completely. You don't have to apologize, because I understand you have too huge of an ego for that. Either shut up, apologize, or I ban you. You get the fuck out of here. If you have the top chat only, maybe you don't see it. If you put the live chat, maybe you'll see this guy, Micah. You have 3 options now, 2 of which will keep you around here. The third will make you shut up forever by force. I don't want to ban you. I'm giving you so many chances to not get banned here. What are you gonna do? No, Micah, get the fuck out of here. Last chance. Stop asking questions. Stop asking about the thing. Beg for forgiveness, like Chef said, or move away. One last question, one last little comment about this when you try to be the big man that knows best and you're out of here. Musical Sabotage quotes me, I will make you shut up forever by force. Yeah, because I don't want to. Men don't want to use force, but they will. Chill, dude, he says now. You chill. I've asked you to chill from the start, and you've not stopped. So just chill, dude, is not enough to get you kicked. It's like, admit you're wrong, shut up, or leave. Or I make you leave. Let's do a set of dips now, and I'll get back to you guys. Oops. Do this. Jonathan Gustafsson. One of the problems of our times is that people are more tolerant of endless negativity, bickering, bad displays of anger, rather than righteous indignation / anger. You've noticed that, Theo? Completely. It's like, oh, Theo, oh, you're so insecure, arguing with all these fucking assholes that, try to hurt you or just are disrespectful at the very least. You should just take it, Theo. You should, even though it affects you. I'll never run from that even if I don't get like triggered, like actually lose control most of the time, even when you don't lose control, it stings, right? Why should I just take that? Why do I have to just take that? It's like so wrong, it's so inverted. Just let people abuse you, Theo. Don't, you're so insecure to want to fight back against the abuse. Because that's what it is, even if it's on a small level. When you have a ton of people coming to you and doing this. It's like, no, I'm not going to tolerate it. Hi, Salim Aliani. Micah, stop trying to pretend you're the teacher. It's like, I keep saying I'm going to ban you, but you see that I keep you around because I want you to say, oh, not threatening people. I haven't threatened you. You are attacking. You disrespect all my nice warnings because I could have banned you the first time. I let you be unreasonable little child, and you're super triggered by me saying that because you viewers, I'm bigger, I have this experience. I'm older than you, Theo. Do the right thing. You think you're the strong one here, ignoring my gentle pleas for you to just shut the fuck up and don't put your nose where it doesn't belong? Like Chef said, Nika, so you come here with terrible advice, get called out, then try to gaslight and say, chill, dude. Exactly. I'm not gonna chill. You started it. Okay, let's go. SD training. Why there aren't any people around you? Well, because most of them are lazy. Yeah, but I have lots of people around me in real life, though. I do. Many of the times, it's just as much my fault that I keep myself away from people. Jonathan Gustafsson, ring dips are really brutal. They are. They're good. Great. Anis Pro. Yeah, no one asked, yeah. Chefs says that, Mika, you're just mad that Theo has what you don't. Exactly, man. Smaug 222. Theo looking like Poseidon right now. Well, thanks, bro. Miyahi. I turned on the stream at an interesting point. Yeah, man. It is interesting. I love this stuff. But I wouldn't love it if I had to be a little bitch and be like, well, I'll just act nice. I'll just people please the people that attack me. Or that are disrespectful. Jack, the problem with most anti-feminists is that they are effeminate because they complain about women like feminists complain about men. Exactly, man. YOLO, bro. Boxing man. Micah, shut the fuck up. When will you stop arguing? How did I attack you? I said you were blowing it, and you are. Yes, that's an attack. It's an attack as it's a violation. You overstepped a boundary. I'm teaching you how to be a proper man here. Stop asking questions. Stop arguing like a woman. Admit defeat, as in not that I win the argument. That's an ego loser woman thing to do. Admit defeat as in, you know what, I didn't act right. It doesn't even matter if you tell me. Just stop arguing. I'm telling you what you're doing and you can't stop. Do you know how used I am to this also? With other people. Exactly, Chef says that you're only here at the grace of Theo, exactly. And the thing is, he will regret it when I have to ban him. And he's trying to defend himself still. Instead of just saying, okay, you know what, Theo, you've been very clear that you didn't want that, so my mistake. I'm giving you the words to say, and you can't do it. Like a woman can't admit wrong. Because now, if you're blowing it, a friend would tell you you're blowing it. Well, you're not my friend. You clearly showed it by not listening to what I said that I don't want. Even if you think you're right. I don't want it. The sycophants here are losers and agree with any gibberish they are. No, no, they are respectful. They don't agree with everything I do. That's the thing, man. You look at me as this perfect godlike person. That's why you have to be like this. Try to one-up me on something. I know how these things work already. I've engaged with enough people like you, and you haven't. That's why you are on a little screen, and I am the big face on the screen you're watching. Jonathan Gustafsson, yeah man, it's like trying to ignore a bully. It doesn't work, speaking from experience. Exactly, man. You just teach them that it's okay to step on you. SD training, who you better on, DP or Chamai? I don't know. I don't know what that is about. Mia, you're blowing it, advice roaster more, I only see that message. Well, it was that he said that to begin with, and then just doubles down. Can't keep from defending and arguing like a woman, you know. Well, you know, myself, if I overstep, and someone said, hey, I was clear, I didn't want you to talk about that, I'll immediately be like, sorry, I know, it's hard for me to keep my advice to myself. Okay, I'll respect that. That's what a man does. I don't want to read all the comments about these guys, this guy now, so I'll move on to the other one. Theo has his own goals that are beyond your comprehension. If Theo wanted your advice, he'd ask, but he didn't. Exactly, man. Exactly. Yolo Bro says, get on your knees and admit defeat, Micah. No, that's not what I want at all. That's the thing. That's the entire thing. I never want to dominate anyone in sort of way. Some people just force you to be hard. They force you to use force when I really not want to begin with. So Micah, now you said, yo, are we good? Are we cool? You don't have to say you're sorry even or anything. Can you just let it sink in and be cooler next time? Yeah, man, you're telling me about yourself again. Sure, you're not going to learn the lesson, are you? The people that need the most help are the ones that refuse it and don't want it. Yes, like you know. You needed clearly a message in that video because you're in deep denial and triggered and you have to defend whatever it is against me now. That's what you're really doing. You're trying to convince yourself that you've done it right with the girls, you know, while you did some kind of mistake that stings and that I suggested something different that hurt, and now you have to be like, oh, you're blowing it. You're blowing it. I don't care if I blow it. Yeah, I've lost plenty of women, he says. Yeah, man, I'm sorry about that. But don't take it out on me. That's what you're doing. Do you understand that? I'm gonna do another set now. And see, I haven't kicked you. Right at the point when I literally meant it, you started saying more neutral things. You're still defending yourself a little bit. It's like, I understand you got caught in an argument with me here in front of people. It's like, I'm sorry I have to go so hard on you. Can you be sorry that you started it? One more set. Hello? Kids. Micah, you're being a fucking clown. One more thing now, I mean it again. One more thing now, and you're out, okay? I really tried here. Really tried here, but for the sake of the other guys, I think it's useful. But you are the one slapping away the hand. You came when I didn't ask for a hand. You're just touching me, like here, and I like... And I offer you a hand. Do the right thing, and you refuse. Like a woman, like a little bitch. Are you gonna act right? Literal last chance. Mystical savages. Kids want to use the player, but some ogre is hogging it. Exactly. Mike said, what are you offering me? a chance to not get banned for all eternity on this channel. You clearly hang around here. You can pretend you're all brave now. We both know you want to keep following, and you're going to, but you'll be unable to speak. Because you don't listen. Then I have to take away your mouth. So I don't have to listen to you. Chef said, Michael said, my bad, I was trying to help, but I understand if you have your own solution, my bad, best of luck. It would all be fixed instantly. See, how come this guy can see it? How come this guy can see it exactly? And then I would also apologize that, oh, if I snapped, it's because it's a sensitive spot, you know? But no, of course. SD training, what's your most favorite pull-up variation and why? Don't have one, I like many of them. The reason one, just one thing. One. It might not be the same for you. My counter might be a little longer. No, but I like many of them. Cannot pick one. The most recent discovery that was cool was the L-sit chin-up. Very latty. It's really cool. Chef, Micah, bad advice is one thing. Unsolicited bad advice is also one thing. Then unsolicited bad advice when someone specifically for no advice is very bad. Yeah, man. Brother, are you fucking kidding me? You're pretending that you're trying to help me. It's like, I'm going to ban you, but I cannot do it yet because it's like you're such a great example for what not to do, what to not lie to yourself about. I'm trying to help you have a family and a good life. You're not. You're trying to help yourself not feel as inferior to me. That's exactly what you're trying to do, disguised as helping me, you know. Otherwise, you would have listened when I said, if you wanted to help me, you would have listened to what I said, or you would respectfully say, I know to you asked to not get any advice, but I feel like I really would want to share something with you. May I? Then I would have said yes. You're fucking stupid, bro. YOLO Bro says that he finds this drama very engaging. It is kind of funny, and it's entertaining and educational, right? Duality, when you say things like a woman, like a little bitch, yeah, I wouldn't say that to a woman if you don't understand that. It's to a man, you're acting like a woman, you're being a bitch. I would literally not call a woman a bitch, no, I wouldn't. But you know, man, still, it's again what you have to understand. It's not about the human language words. It's about what your heart is saying. This is mainly out of love, all of this. No matter what I say, the intention behind isn't hate. You understand? That's what really matters as a Christian. But I am not a Christian. I don't identify as a Christian. Chef says, I think the feminine in my case, loving attention from Theo. Yeah, that's what it is. You know what? It's time to ignore you. Yeah. Now I made it so I can see him. We'll see. Maybe I'll look afterwards and decide that I'll keep him around. But now he's ignored from me. YOLO Bro. Remember to like the stream, guys. Long in this drama. But it's over now. Chef says, yeah, duality. Oh, okay, I hear you. Well, I appreciate that, man. See, that there's someone that listens. Rabba Kamaran. Amazing hair, man. Do you have a routine? I don't cut it. I just let it grow. And I feed my body good nutrition. I would guess it's like B vitamins, proteins, collagen are the most important building blocks for the hair. And then I put as little toxic shit, man-made shit, like shampoo, wax, gel, and that in it as possible. I mainly use like egg yolks as shampoo. I sweat a lot out in it. I like to have it in the sun so it gets blonder. But you see what my point is? Even the hair is an external manifestation of the internal. It's built through what you eat and stuff. Okay, I was just pretending that I was ignoring, that I have like an ignore button. I don't, unfortunately. Mika, his final words, as the big man he is oh, on guys, go back to the homo stuff. Simp on this guy's hair and body. He's so fucking jealous. It's insane, man. I'm sorry to hear it, bro. I'll ban you now. Go fuck yourself. Grow up. Haha. See? see how patient I am with people before I kick them out. Like the stream if you haven't, guys. The thing is, when I realized that he doesn't want to come around, he is just like actually Chefches. This guy that was called Mika, if you go back and watch the stream afterwards, you see, had a little lecture for him. No, he's gone now, man. I mean, he might still be watching, but he can't speak anymore. But you see, if I think there's a chance someone will come around to reason, but then when, just like Chefches pointed out, it's like he thinks the feminine in Mika is loving the attention from me. I'm like, you know what, you're right. He's being so much like a woman. He just loves that I'm making him the center of attention. So let's please not talk about the guy anymore. He made a fool out of himself. He had his fun time as part of that. He made a great lesson for everyone else. Let's leave him behind. That's what you have to do when you abandon. Cannot be hung up on it. We left him now. We've left him to try to find the truth for himself. Repent on himself. We tried to save him. We couldn't do it. Goodbye, Brother Micah. May God be with you. Peace. Ska vi se. Yo, bro. Yeah, so it's so true. It's easy to forget the hair is a part of the body, just like muscles. And when Mr. Gustav Artis, I don't think he pretended to be older, at least. But let's forget about that. Boulder Shoulder 7, have you ever experienced injuries? Have a shoulder that is currently recovering? You have any tips or experience that could help? Yeah, man. Maybe if you even search the channel for shoulder, we'll find a video when I'm somewhere around here years ago talking about how I healed my shoulder. It's like, you know, it's so long to talk about. It's always, man, because you can go and look up that video later. It's like, in what way does your shoulder hurt? What movements are difficult for you to do? This kind of thing makes it so that the answer is more personal for you, rather than me doing this long speech about what possibly it could be. Do you understand what I mean? So, yeah, someone was blown the F out into oblivion. That's true. Yeah. So yeah, man, I want to help you with your shoulder, your boulder shoulder, but you see what I mean? There is already an old video that's still relevant. You can watch that, but if you have anything more specific, I'd be happy to have. It's like, is it pressing? Is it pressing on a certain angle? Is it a certain exercise? Is it even pulling? You know, you let me know. We have one more set of dips, right? Done with the dips. I'll have a look, he says. Specifically the overhead. Okay, man. Okay. I have another funny question after, but so specifically the overhead, when you do overhead pressing. Put this higher. Well, I mean, avoid that, obviously, then. But if you want to do more of a shoulder press, see if there's an angle that suits you better. If you do something like a seated, back supported, and you press more like here, if you want to focus on the shoulders, if that works better, okay, you have something to work with there. And then look at, is it better or worse for me with a barbell or dumbbells? It can be different. Some people, if something is like out of whack in the sense that it's like loose now, then many times the dumbbells are worse because it's not stable enough yet, and a barbell will help. But if it's the opposite, that it's too tight, forced into a certain position when you have a barbell, then dumbbells might be better. For me personally, my first injury, it was more tightened, and dumbbells worked way better than a barbell. But I've seen the opposite too, and this is some funny question now, or Yeah, I mean, if any area is tight, you can use a trigger ball before training. Trigger balls, a massage, it never fixes the problem on its own. But what it can do is loosen the area up, so that when you train it, there's more blood flow into there, so it will heal better, if you see. No, but other than this, find the pressing and shoulder exercises that work for you. Angles, dumbbells, more isolation than heavy compounds. Find if there's an exercise, let's just pretend you can't do too heavy of a barbell press. But when you reduce the weight and you do something like 15-ish reps, now it works, you see? Find workaround. Be like, what can I do that still works? And then, of course, training at the backside at the same time is going to be good. You know, your kind of different rowing exercises, face pull kinds of exercises. So play around with all that I told you. Could help. So let's see here. Chef says, do you respect someone who's active and healthy but not necessarily jacked and stacked? I respect that if that's their genuine thing that they want to do. I don't respect someone that lies to themselves through me that, oh, I don't even want to be that big. Oh, I don't even care about muscle. Oh, I don't just care about being strong, not muscle. All those fucking stories that I've heard guys tell so many times when I know that, okay, you don't want it more. Want it more. The guy that actually doesn't care usually doesn't have to say anything like that. But if someone just has different priorities than me, and their physical expression is going to be different, but they're still exercising and healthy and active, who am I to judge, you know? As Coach Theo with a certain brand, you know, I have to have some boundaries for what I suggest. So I pitch kind of like, this is what I think all men should go for, ripped. Some muscle on the entire frame, low enough body fat to have abs. That, how far you want to go beyond that is up to you. But then, of course, there are people that could be a little fluffier in their perfect shape for what they want. And people are a little smaller. So, you see, it's all about, is the person true and genuine to what they do? Is their shape actually an expression of something good? Then the actual expression can be different shapes. The intention behind it, the band behind it, that's what always matters. TGOW, yo man. It's starting to rain a little. I mean, I've done the most important things, but would like to get in a little bit more. My doctor wants me on TRT plus for cycles to build muscle, because I haven't been making progress, even though I've followed all protocols and tried very hard. Is this a common problem? And you're 41? Interesting, man. You followed protocols and tried very hard. So what are those protocols? Because here, let me give you a nuance before that. It's again something that I cannot be too nuanced. You know, I already tried to not be black and white. And so I'm speaking loudly now, but I'm not angry or upset with anything here, or saying that anyone implied against what I said, just to be clear. But, you know, I tried to nuance things already. But the thing is, if you don't like have anything decisive to say, it's not like, oh, I just talk about TRT and I say a lot of stuff, and it's like, well, is he for or against it? It's like you have no idea. I have to take a stance. And so generally, my general advice for those that follow me is like, stay away from it. Most people that go on it is an excuse. They wouldn't really need it. That being said, it's not my decision. If you're doing it for the right reasons and you know that, then F me and what I say, right? Yeah. People do what they want. And there could also be instances where even I would agree, getting all the info, like, well, you probably should do that, right? So you see, it depends. For me to answer it, I'm just curious, what have you actually done? Followed all the protocols. What are the protocols? You tried really hard. Do you push yourself extremely hard with your training, like insanely hard? And the next time you won't take anything other than progress for an answer. Is that how you do it? What's very hard for you? Nauru, do you know Myanmar? I don't. Over shoulder 7, thanks for the advice. Found your old videos. I'll have a look. Blood flow, I've been told, is key. Yeah, man, and get ready to see a little fella presenting himself as Theo. Erik Planman, god kväll bröder. God kväll broder. Erik är med. He's in some of my videos on this channel. At least one. Harold, test is around 600. IGF-1 is also high. But bro, are you really training seriously? You know, just to be honest with you, from what I'm hearing right now, it's like you cannot possibly be training hard enough. Is what it seems like, unless you like drastically undereat or something. It doesn't make sense. If it's 600, it's like, well, that's like right around the average now. It should be, you know, you shouldn't need more. That's like, oh, no matter what you do, you don't build muscle. And the most common thing is that people don't train as hard as they think they are. So I can't know about you yet, but that's what it's pointing me to right now. I have to set something else up here. The semen retention question again. It's fine, man. But it's like everyone asks me, I'm like, I have to say this again. It's fine, I'll do it. But I'm just thinking, it's starting to rain a little bit. Okay, we kind of gotta get a move on. Okay, we'll do the upside down pull. I don't even know what this... Guys, watch me do this and come up with a name for the exercise in the chat, okay? It's so difficult to not dangle back and forth. Very annoying. Wow, I'm sorry about that, guys. Well, you saw it, I see, from a response. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Freaking wind. Thor putting his hammer down to work. Mr. Saberty says, dude, being almost 300 pounds sucks. I've been there. It's as bad as being an obese guy. I mean, most people at 300 pounds are obese. I know you're very tall, man, but Jonathan Gustafsson says, I think those are called inverted shrugs. Could be a name, but it's more than a shrug, you know. So I'm not only doing that, I am allowing for a bit of that. Of course, you could still call it a kind of shrug. It is raining a bit. How am I efficient now? Is it me? Chef says, do you attract a lot of angry energy from low frequency people when you are high frequency? Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. I didn't tell you guys about the angry guy I just attracted. No, I mean, most people love me, honestly. When I move about my day, I feel like I have so many nice interactions, people that smile and like me. I notice that the way I am, even people that like me are sort of intimidated by me. Like the king, it's like you always have to go first. You have to show that it's safe. Hey, I'm just a guy. I'm here, I'm nice, you know. Oh, what's so guy? Since I made a Swedish video today, posted on the Swedish channel, Osunt Förnuft. It's called something like, you know, in Swedish, it's like Swedish men are soft and weak, and it's our fault and responsibility that Sweden is falling. Of course, a provocative title, also true. And I just sent this to a lot of Swedish men in my life, from more recently and from the past. And I sent it into a group chat, a clique I used to spend time with, which is definitely the group I have in mind when I talk about the lazy hedonist behaviors I used to engage in. More guys, but definitely that group. And I just put it out there because I've reached such levels of not giving a shit of what people think of me. I don't care if someone doesn't like my video or takes it wrong. It's like, they can do that then. But there's one guy that I've already noticed that he's very provoked by me. You know, emotional like a woman. he has said some things online that have been more like meh, that attitude. The last time I saw him in person at a party, I didn't really even think about him so much. I was sitting with some other people, and the one time I went to say hi to him, he was all like, huh, hmm. I could sense his extremely nervous energy. And I know, of course that's not where it starts, but I know he had a feminist girlfriend. Of course it starts with his own mother, it always does. But yeah, now when I dropped that video in the chat, he responded. He was the only one that responded, and he said, seek help. And I responded, for what? For what? And then I said that I'd be happy to take your help if I need some. So for what? But he had already left the chat and banned me, and and I laughed at the fact in the chat and said, I knew this guy, I'm not saying his name, hated me since a long time, but oh, that was a strong reaction. Yeah, but then I have his phone number, so I just texted him and said, hey man, you told me to seek help. Now I am seeking it from you. I've noticed that you have like resentment towards me, and you can have that as much as you want. But since I'd like to be a better bro to other people in the future, I'd be happy to hear you out. I promise to listen without arguing at all. And I was ready to. I was gonna listen to whatever feedback he says, because I am trying to help this guy as usual, right? If he did some criticism for me, I would have said like, okay, I've taken it in. I have some thoughts, but I keep them to myself if you want to. May I respond? And then I would have, if he let me. But he said during the stream here, never contact me ever again, please. And then I responded immediately with a thumbs up and a sun. And now the abandonment ensues. And we'll see, one fine day, our paths are going to cross one way or another. And we'll see what he has concluded at that point in time. Jonathan Gustafsson, where do you feel them the most? I've never actually tried them, even though I train a lot of rings. You mean those upside down shrugs? I'll do one more set of those. Just one. But when I feel them the most, I mean, it is most trap. It's a trap upper back exercise. I'm just saying, if we're being specific, it's not only a shrug. It's actually a little bit of a certain row. So yeah, I would say mainly in the traps, but it's gonna hit rhomboids and middle traps as well, for sure. Chefches, do you think it's some subconscious vibrational thing, or do you think it's just visual, like, he's strong, I'm not, now I hate him? Man, it's never divided like that. Sometimes someone's like major insecurity, for instance, is in one area, like the physical. And sometimes someone's insecurity is more in like their willingness to speak up, for instance, like many people are. When they tell me, Theo, oh, you shouldn't engage with those people, you know. It's always, you see what I mean? A person that isn't really insecure about their body, they could still be intimidated by me because they realize that I'm going to be strong in other ways. It's always a subconscious vibrational thing. Of course, the more you make the subconscious conscious, it isn't so subconscious anymore. But you see, I wasn't surprised at his reaction at all, because I've already sensed what's been going on throughout the years. I can put two and two together. It's like, yeah, it's not surprising. I'm sure he has checked in. He might have even watched my videos secretly and sit and fuming, triggered, jealous as hell. You know, people do this. Do you know how often I find out that someone I know in real life has like watched my videos for a long time and never fucking let me know anything about it? Because people find it like embarrassing or something, you know? Ridiculous. Yeah, yes, very interesting exercise. I would call it cloud gazing with effort or something. Interesting, I understand what you mean. I have to watch the sky as you do it. Older Shoulder 7, don't bother with those weird freaks. They rather see everyone miserable than take a second to help them. Yeah, man, I mean, weird freaks. It's like, this is a friend from the past. You know, I love the guy, like I love everyone. It's just that I do not care to be friends now when he's acting like that, like a little child. Of course not. But you see, it took me zero energy. It's like the closer someone is, the more energy it takes. So for instance, my mom is great, you know, but she has strong defense mechanisms, and I noticed that for a few days, going around with her ego, gradually breaking her defenses down in a nice, loving way, noticed though that, okay, Theo needs to take a break now. Because even though it feels okay in the moment, it's still his mom, and it's tough, you know, to have to face like certain attacks before everything cools down. So you see what I mean? That's what all the people that tell me what I should do don't understand. It's like, well, you've never been in my position. You could never handle what I do. And you don't understand that I think about it already. I think about already, where are my boundaries? How much effort? Where do I cross the line when it's actually not productive anymore, right? We'll see what more you say. I see you come to the more about the TRT question. I'm gonna get to that. We'll do another set of the cloud gazing shrug thing. I'll put this one lower this time so it doesn't blow away, hopefully. Come on. It's like, it's nice that it's not too rainy at least. I'll get back to you and the TRT and all that. Yeah, I'm gonna be upside down, so. Like this the last time I did. Let's not this time. How do I not make it myself dangle so much though? Come on. Are you guys there? Yeah, you are. Okay. And now we switch to actual shrugs. No, it's actually starting to rain a little. I mean, it's just that I want to do some more exercises, otherwise I would leave here. But let's do a ring push-up. Let's do one hard-ass set ring push-ups. I'm gonna go have dinner with my dad and baby bro after this. Everything is perfect timing right now, so. That being said, about all the negative people, guys, I love you guys that aren't negative. So it was an exception now. I don't want to really let some emotional little person get so much space in a stream. But you have to understand, when I do that, I'm thinking in my head all the time. Do I think this is good for the other guys to see? Am I in control? Is this productive? Where do I draw the limit? I ask myself these questions constantly about these things. But generally, since it is a thing I do, I will engage with negative people. It's like heading down to hell. Fight evil spirits and strengthen your own. But since I do some of that already, the live streams is where I actually want to keep it to. The good guys, the respectful guys, the guys that get it, okay? Not the guys that kiss my ass. Not anything like that. Not guys that don't question me. But that respect the rules I've set for how to engage with me and listen to what I say. Even when I'm wrong, it's my channel, you're supposed to listen, right? But you're not supposed to just kiss my ass. I'm happy to take criticism that I asked for. Feedback that I asked for. Feedback that I didn't ask for, I already have friends and mentors of my own. I don't need a random emotional guy on YouTube to think he knows best again. So that all being said, guys, I love you. Love you, the positive guys. You are not draining at all. I mean, to a degree, it just takes energy to work and talk so fucking much. You know, don't think that this all doesn't take energy from me just because I'm good at speaking. But on the emotional level, not at all with you guys. Whoop. So now let's be nice. Let's be nice here at the end of the stream. I'm gonna get to the questions. I'm just finishing. Oh, I took them down. I didn't think about the ring push-up. Well, now it's starting to rain. I guess God decided differently, because now it's really raining, and I accidentally took down the rings. It's like it's meant to be. I have to protect you guys. I have to protect you guys from the rain. I'm standing above you. Here, guys, take shelter. Take shelter with a cross dangling in your face as well. I'll get you guys. We'll seek shelter. I guess God decided I got enough today. Yeah, I mean, I did get the important, always for me, an upper body workout. If I get one pull and one push, you know, I got 3 good pull-up sets, got 3 good dip sets, I got 2 reverse shrug, gazing the sky kind of stuff. I was gonna do 1 set of ring push-ups, really hard with drop sets, and then possibly some isolation. So now I got the foundational route. Would have liked to get a bit more. Clearly, God wanted something different for us today. We'll seek shelter. Shelter. Where do we go? Have everything right? Yeah. Yeah. Let me hide somewhere. Where is a nice place to be now? I mean, beneath this tree is okay, but I kind of have to stand with you. Let's start here, at least. Chefs. You sound similar to the guy earlier in this chat. They love to frame it as like, you need help, I know better. Yeah. The thing is, man, the more you are in the right, you will notice that people always attack themselves through you. They literally say how they actually view themselves. Or, depending on how they express themselves, they don't actually not always say the exact words, you know, but the sentiment behind it is what they mean for themselves. You know, it's like I took an example. My mom, that loves me, but she has, because she has some hate for herself still, she will hate me at times during our discussion. But when she says with me, without me ever mentioning the word, it's like you think you're a father figure that always knows better. I'm like, that's interesting, Mom. Where did you get that idea? Who thinks I'm a father figure that knows better? I never said anything about father figure and knows better. I keep listening to you. You're the one interrupting me all the time. I keep saying, okay, I understand. Yeah, I see where you're coming from. You literally didn't say that once. And now you call me a father figure. Who thinks I'm a father figure that always knows best, Mom? Where did you get that idea? Okay, Harald about the Haradahold, yeah, about the TRT. More background, trained for years. First bodybuilding, made progress. CrossFit, strongman focus. Now 3-year bulk. Last 12-month bulk, starting August 2024 with 2 mini cuts, December, Jan, and July. December/Jan and then July. Went from 83 to 92 kg, tracking nutrition for 12 months, logbook with progressive overload training with one of the best coaches in Netherlands. Strength, deadlift 180 kg, hammer strength row 120 kg, dumbbell press 36 kg, cardio on point, averaging 10k steps / day sleep, solid, alcohol limited. Blood work healthy, T 600 nanograms per deciliter, IGF-1 214, 196 centimeters, 88 kg. Huge time and money investment to get here. DEXA scan results, gained 30 kg last year, but it's all fat. But coach and professional doctors say TRT plus is the only option. Are there other options I can go for? Long chats, or sorry for that. No, look guys, this is what I keep saying. I want to hear you, and not just when you have your questions or when you're telling me I'm all nice and the best. It's like I want to hear you. I want to hear you. I do not want to hear you lie to yourself through me. You know, pretending you're making it about me. You know, that's what I don't want. When I didn't ask for it, or when you don't do it in a respectful manner, right? When it's a time. So I just want to be clear. I love it when people are specific about their story. So Because I always get that. I'm sure the way I am with my intensity makes people feel like, you know, I hope I didn't say anything wrong. You will see that as long as you're just fucking respectful, I'll appreciate the way you do it, and I want you to go along. So just to be clear about that. Yeah, man, like, judging from your story, you're quite strong. Like, strong enough, if you have the 180 kg deadlift, you cannot have been, at least not been, like, just half-assing it your way there. You say you track everything. I mean, you've done all these things. Progressive overload. But just fat, I'm just not buying it, you know. If your numbers went up, of course, just from increasing body weight, even if it's fat, you'll get stronger on certain things at least. But I'm just not buying it. The DEXA scan isn't accurate. Maybe, you know, you probably like bulk too hard. You probably it's mostly fat, and you wouldn't have had to gain that much fat. I'm still not. Convinced. Like, have you done a cut down to the level where you were before, to really see if that's true? Because I'm like, to be everything you're telling me, even about your testosterone levels and the way you do things, I'm like, things should be in order. I'm not seeing what should. If progressive overload has happened during this time with your gym numbers, it's like, there's just no way you didn't gain muscle. There's some missing detail here from you. There's probably something wrong with that DEXA scan. And those other people, I don't know why their agenda is to put you on TRT. Does the doctor have anything to gain from it? Does he make money on selling it? Is your coach or PT? I mean, no, I'm not, nah. I mean, it's up to you, but you don't want to do it, clearly. I mean, the last resort, but you already have good testosterone. It seems like decent testosterone. Get more sunlight, you know. It's the sun is TRT, the trend tan, the famous trend tan, right? No, but please, if there's anything more, with what I just told you, if there's anything more that comes to mind, let me know, and I'll keep commenting. And please don't feel sorry that you talk long. Shiv says, nice hair. Well, thank you, man. Jonathan Gustafsson. I see. I feel so much traps in upper back when I do inverted rows with my feet elevated a lot. I will try those as well. Yeah. I mean, it is traps in upper back when you do inverted rows with your feet elevated a lot. It should be mainly, is what I'm thinking. It depends on with the feet elevation. If you end up like folded, then it should be more lats. If you're inverted but you're leaning back more, then it should be more upper back. But it's always like, you know, feel it, try to feel it, put awareness into the muscles, and just externally understand the anatomy of the muscles. You know, the lat has so many different functions, but the main functions that makes it different from the other back muscles, in my opinion, for me, if lats is what I'm targeting, what works best for me is to think of it that I'm not just pulling towards me, but I'm actually trying to move my elbow like this. So often, to not get other muscles involved too quickly, you wanna, like on a pull down, you wanna, instead of pulling straight to here, you wanna actually think of it more like that. That mainly, if you can make that happen, whatever exercise it is, that's for me is what makes it more latty. And they say they look fun. Jävlar vad det blåser. Ja, det blåste som fan. Tor, kom igen. Vi streamar. Kan du chilla lite? MLR, no sauna. I'm actually returning the sauna key to my dad today. Have it here. Do you hear that? No, I don't sauna as much in the summer. Usually once or twice with a friend only in the summer. Yeah, because, you know, it's just not as necessary. If you're outside, sun, sweating, and you're getting your heart rate up somehow, it's like it doesn't serve as much of a purpose. So typically I have the sauna key for the entire of the week. And then my dad and some other old fellas go sauna on Sundays. It's been a tradition for almost as long as I've been alive. And then I get it back. So now, probably, usually on Mondays right now, I have a bro that I sauna with. I just reached out to another bro. We're gonna have a sauna someday here. Not today though, not today. Wind, yeah man. Chef says, love you too, no homo. No, I never take it as homo here. Unless you said something about how pretty I am and how attractive of a body I have or something before. Yeah, no, I love you, bro. I love you. I love all of you guys. It's become so easy for me. I've told so many people in person that I love them recently. And you see, when a person says, even if you're not super close to them, but when they just see, they understand in the way you say it that he means that. You see a lot of people, you know, get really emotional, start crying because it was such a long time ago since someone told them. Yeah. Sten Jinx. How's it going, Bjorn? Sten Jinx. It's been a while. If I recall correctly, you always had this kind of big pompous, not, I don't mean that in a derogatory, but kind of a big presence in the chat. You don't beat around the bush with your words, is what I recall. How have you been, man? Sten. Mystical stab artist. This guy's name is literally Stone. Stone. Sten. We typically spell it with one E in Sweden, but it's like when it's a name, could be with two. Sten Jinx. This is Stone, man. Yeah. Uncommon sense won't date nice guys. You know, I won't date any guy. And it's one area, it's like, I'm not saying that you did anything wrong now, but I do not like gay jokes whatsoever. I just don't find it funny most of the time. Do you know what you realize? When you stop becoming, and I don't mean just about gay people now, when you stop becoming a sexual degen, addicted to pleasure in that sort of way, you notice that so many people, when they joke about sexual things, they're not really joking. They are just taking an opportunity to be sexual. Because a sexual joke can be funny if it's actually funny. If it's actually a funny joke, that's the point. But just being sexual, just saying fucking, penis, vagina, it's not funny, you know. It's just icky. So yeah, typically most gay jokes, if someone tells me a funny gay joke, I laugh. I mostly just feel uncomfortable with it. Like not on a base, like, oh, I see I cut out and in. Are we back? Please confirm to me because it's been so weird sometimes. No, but that's another projection people do. You know, when you don't want gay attention, you can say, he's insecure. One gay guy that wouldn't leave me alone. When I told him to, like, you know, I respectfully tried to make you stop. Like, go do the gay shit somewhere else. Do not involve me in that. And I get like, don't be offended now, but do you feel unsure of your sexuality? I'm just like, bro, do you think everything is about being gay to you? Gay this, gay that. If I don't want to hear about all your gay shit that I never asked to hear about in the first place, then I'm gay. Gay. That's the entire identity. As if my identity is that I'm straight. Miyahi. The big problem is that the YouTube messages only have like 200 letters, so you have to send multiple ones as if you're spamming. Haha. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. You can always send a super chat. Miyahi, you don't have to. You sent a very generous one yesterday. I'm still grateful. But in a super chat, I think you can do a longer message and you can express your love for Brother Theo. We're gonna find some more shelter somewhere. I'll stick around until I know I have to go, because I'm so close to where I'm going to have dinner with my dad and brother. So I could just stick around to right before that. Yeah. Where do we take you? Sorry if you're already sad, but are you still progressing on your lift? Yeah, Jonathan asked, the TRT guy. Yeah. Mr. Sense is my uncle. True. Good night. You said good night a long time ago, man. What do you mean by that? Like, is there some other point I'm missing to that? Okay, so where do I go? Where do I find the shelter? Not just from the rain, you know, like where it's just a little bit less windy. I'm thinking, browsing through. Mia, it cuts out sometimes, but it works. Okay, good. The fallen slave as all. This talk is gay, right? Right? Let's stop that. But guys, do talk to me though. Otherwise I don't know. Yeah, I can do something else. I mean, I guess I'll just go by my place. I can bring you guys. Mia, you have to pay like over 50 euros to get more leather, it seems. You see? If the word is actually important to you, you will pay more than 50 euros. No, of course not. No, but just spam the chat then. And what would be good if there are many people writing is if you, in the first message, said like, you know, if you announce that there are going to be more related to the same point. Because sometimes, you know, I read a message and I start answering, and then I say like, oh, there was other information there. Mystical stam artist. Okay. Have you ever seen any gnomes there? Where do you mean? I mean, I see gnomes in some places, but some in others not. So, the fallen slave. So, how much is 50 euros? Well, I think the euro is worth a bit more or close to the dollar now. So it's like, you know, I don't know how much it is. Where are you from? You know, I'm guessing dollars. Like it's about the same. It's probably a little bit more than what $50 would be. In Swedish crowns, I think it's like close to 600 Swedish now, probably. Do you know something I realized today? Today, when I decided to be more Swedish, which this stream didn't end up being so very Swedish, other than at the start, but I realized that I am born on the 12th, 1992. Our national day, you know, the Sweden's birthday, or I don't know if it's a birthday really, but you know, the dedicated Sweden Day, it's the 6th of the 6th. Do you see what I'm saying? It's half mine. 12, 6, 6. And so, to really mess with it, I'm a life path 9. Because 12, 1 plus 2 is 3, 1 plus 2 is 3, 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 2 is 21, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9. And, of course, the national day, the year I was born, was also 9 day. So, am I the one? Am I the one that has to save Sweden? 9, standing for completion, you know, finishing, ending the cycle. Is that what I'm called to do? Even though I never really cared to do it. What do you guys think? Mystical Savages, you've seen some, that's incredible. Did you go up and ask them questions, snap some pics? You know, I don't really want to share everything that's between me and the gnomes with you. Oh. Kids. All these kids. Ossi, have you heard about... Let me do one thing here so it doesn't go wrong. Yeah, okay, good. Have you heard about HGH therapy for kids with deficiencies that make kids taller? I've heard about it. I don't really know much about it. People who have issues with growth plates, doctors give them HGH injections and it helps them grow taller. All right. I never knew this. I always thought it was just for bodybuilders. Yeah, I mean, I heard about it. I followed some like biohacking people. They talk about that sort of thing. Yep, say Sweden. Get on it. Miahi. I have a Swedish name, by the way, or at least the way it's written, I think. You know, bro, I said I was going to make it worth it to show it to everyone, but I meant it on that particular stream. Cannot always do that kind of thing. But you know, bro, I'd love to know your real name. You're still hiding it online, which is, you know, it's your choice. But what I want to come to is that I'd be happy to have a call with you, you know, in person on the call. Nothing else, you know. If you reach out to me and yeah, prove that you're you. I mean, I'm gonna know it some one way or another. If some crazy ass person manages to fool me, I'll figure it out on the call anyway. I'll kick them. But what I'm saying is, man, I'd be happy to reward that by having a call. Like, we don't have to talk for a very long time or anything. Half an hour, something. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. You can email me or Instagram, and we'll set it up. Let's say half an hour to begin with, and if we end up talking a bit longer, that's fine too. Oh, see, you look majestic. Are you Swedish or Norwegian? I am Swedish. You seem like you are from Norway. Why you ask if I'm Swedish or Norwegian, and then you say I seem I'm from Norway. What's the difference there? Just out of curiosity. You see, I love to ask people how they think, not because I think they're wrong, but I'm just curious there why. What made you say that? Jonathan Gustafsson. Was there something before? Oh yeah, I missed one. Anton Söderberg. What's up, my Swedish brother? Hey, broder. How often is neck training necessary to maintain that Russian wrestler look? Love the vids. So, I mean, to maintain it, I mean, once every other week or something. If we're just talking maintain, literally. But what I will usually do is it's so easy for me to train. On Sundays, I usually train neck in the gym, that's just down below here. And I can go in there. I can get up to one working set that's hard for the back. I can do a couple for the front. That's it. Just press save on the gains. Do that once or twice per week and I press save. So yeah, man, to just keep it is always way less. That's the beauty, guys. It takes investment to build something new. To maintain what you have, always takes less. It's like, think of anything. A house. If you build a house, it's going to have some maintenance work on the house every once in a while, but you're never going to have to rebuild that house again. Right? Jonathan Gustafsson. Calisthenics has gotten me to a point where I can pretty much intuit what muscles are going to be worked and be right most of the time, but I didn't get there all on my own, of course. You and other guys have been very helpful in this regard. Listen, observe, initiate, and eventually you become in tune with your body. Exactly, man. The overly scientific, prescriptive, you're writing it, or prescriptive nonsense that passes for optimal training these days, I think, holds a lot of guys back from learning for themselves what works or not. Exactly, man. It's like the thing, what people don't get, and I said this on my podcast with Faz. Faz is a great guy, by the way. Love to have him back. Guys, I have some surprises in store with the podcast. Not super soon, but quite soon. It's like it's in the works. No, but Faz, we talked about that honestly, if you don't have enough actual practical experience, you cannot even interpret the scientific findings in the right way, because you have to compare it to, like, okay, when we're studying this one variable, for instance, we know that there are certain limitations to that. With that in mind, with all the other stuff that we know we have to think of when we train otherwise, what do we think we can do with this info, right? It's not that the science is bad or wrong. It's just that, honestly, for some people, it causes more harm than good. They don't have enough experience to be thinking about optimal scientifically yet. So completely, man, you prove that you're a very insightful guy, ready to question yourself, look at yourself, update. This was beautiful what you said. Listen, observe, imitate, and eventually you become in tune with your body. That's great advice to anyone. So great, man. And I'm happy if I played any part in helping you out with that. Guys, anyone want to send a super chat to uncommonsensetheo before we go? Because I'm going to have to go quite soon now. Quite soon. I would just appreciate it if someone wanted to give something back. You already have with your positive energy, but something that actually takes for you to do more than just open your mouth in the non-literal sense, right? I know someone who reminds me of you from Norway. Very nice guy, Ossi. Well, I'm happy. All right, Mia, it's Niklas. His name, Niklas. It's a quite Swedish name. I found out that it's written CK in Sweden a lot, while it's more rare in Germany, for example. Most people is only with C or K. Well, so it's not common here. I would say with K is the most common, but it happens, of course. But with K, definitely the most common here. Mystical Stab Artist. It's not good to upset your body system by taking drugs. You know, roids can easily make you infertile. Your body's ability to make its own testosterone will be destroyed, and you need testosterone to get erections, so roid use can make you impotent too. Shrink your balls to raisins and make you permanently limp. Yeah, man, I mean, I agree with you, and that's why, because, you know, I have a non-black and white view on everything. I think, like, drugs, whether we're talking for something more productive or pleasure, I think when it's the right motifs, the right amount, the right frequency and stuff, I think it's okay to use some certain drugs, substances for certain purposes. That being said, it's advice I'm very careful to give. It's a typical good time to even talk about it at the end of a live stream when most, because some guys don't even need to hear that nuance. But what I want to finish this point with now is that's a reason why roids is something that I have a harder stance on with my recommendation, because you cannot just, I do a little roids now and then. It's like you're saying, you shut down your endogenous production. While if it's like, let's say alcohol, because it's the most obvious one. Yeah, I still recommend people don't drink too much, but if you drink a couple, 3 drinks on a night, it causes some damage to you in return for what that you gave, whatever you did when you drank it, you felt a little good, but then your body, cleans itself up and you move on. It's not like, okay, you need to keep drinking now, or else you don't have your balls shrink and you don't have any testosterone. So that's my thing. That's my thing with the steroids, that it would be a different story. It's someone like, I consciously choose to take a little bit when I have a month, then I'm going to train more or something. But you just can't, right? So yeah, that's actually, I think I would have been way more tempted at the point in the past. Like now, it's like, what do I even need them for? I feel great, I look great, I'm strong. Why would I even want roids, right? But if it was the case that you didn't have to be dependent on them, that was a major one for me. That it made me like, even if I'm like tempted, it's like, nah. It's like, it's illegal. I don't know where to get them. I'd be dependent on them to even be okay now. No, I don't think so. Nothing, Gustafsson. I should have said calisthenics have been a helpful tool. I hardly do only calisthenics, lol. Yeah, of course. Why? Well, that's the thing. Sometimes I get that question, like, do you like calisthenics or weights, or do you prefer calisthenics or weights? I'm like, do I have to prefer one? Can't I just see them as different tools, different ways of training my body? If I had to pick one thing forever, I think I have to pick calisthenics, just because I can be outside and do stuff. But I feel sad that I lose the weights. But same thing, if I for whatever reason was forced to only use weights, I feel like a robot, almost like, I can't even use my body if I don't have these mechanical tools. So I just pick one. But Jonathan confirmed that I did help in cultivating the better connection to the body. So I'm happy and proud, man. You seem to be doing well. My brother texts me that the food is finished, so I gotta go. I'll finish off the chat and then I'll go. Ossie, I thought testosterone gives you crazy libido. Isn't testosterone the main driver for libido? Yeah, but he's what Mystical Stab Artist is talking about is if you take them and then stop taking them, what happens then? Because, with hormones generally, not just testosterone, a thing like melatonin, the sleep hormone as well, if you take them exogenously, the body is like, I don't have to waste resources creating this anymore since I'm getting it from elsewhere. I'll just stop producing it. You see what happens when your body gets used to getting the testosterone from the outside, and now we remove it, what is going to happen to your testosterone and libido then? That's what he's saying. Le George, hello, man. Miyahi, I actually hated my name for most of my life because of the CK. It seemed wrong, but ever since people just went with Nick, I started liking it. Well, Nick, I'm going to call you that from this point on. Jonathan, I can't really maintain excitement for the gym if it's not tied to strength progression. So just maintaining will turn into not going after a little while. Any ideas to spice it up? Start progressing again. Instead, so if you start maintaining, instead of not going after a while, start progressing instead, change something. This is going to be the last point of the stream, and I'm just going to speak straight. I'm not angry or anything, not lecturing you in that way, but really, because we're not going to have time for it, it's like just take responsibility for the fact that you're not making strength progression and ask yourself, why? Am I doing everything right? Is there anything I can change so I get the progression? You know what? I have a great video, somewhat recent, not super recent, but it's called like bodybuilding progression. What would I call it? Radical responsibility or relentless responsibility. Okay. I go through exactly, because I'm like you, man. Right now I'm maintaining, I'm fine with it because I'm focusing on work, but you have to take responsibility. And I'm also very driven by the numbers going up. And in that video, I will give you way more than just this general take here, like actual concrete, what you can do. So go look that up, man. and stop. Instead of, if it maintains, you change it so that you progress again instead of just not going. Okay, that's what you're gonna do. Scandinavian Prince, can't wait to move back to Sweden. Well, we will be happy to have you back, bro. Thank you for the stream today, guys. I'll see you. I'll probably stream tomorrow, honestly, at around the same time. Hopefully, I'll see you then. Hopefully, you won't be as cheap and actually support Theo and Uncommon Sense with a super chat. Don't be a cheap fuck. Like, who the fuck are you really? Just kidding, but not really. Okay, guys, I'll see you later.